This video is going to show you how to log into a Google Meet and some of the settings that you'll find in the Google Meet. You'll note that there are two ways to log into a Google Meet. One is from an invite that you get in an email, and the other is from the actual link in your Google Calendar. So here you'll see I have the email open with the invite. I have two pieces. I have the meeting ID and the phone numbers. The phone numbers and the PIN you would only use if you don't want to see the presenter's screen. So a landline would be how you would use this to log in. The best option, however, is the meeting ID. You would use that with a smartphone, another device like a Chromebook or a laptop. So I click on that link and it opens up another tab for me for the Google Meet. And you're going to see some different settings that it's best to set prior to entering the meeting, right? You always want to mute yourself before entering the meeting, which is this microphone. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I'm doing this video, but the other one is your camera, and you want to make sure your camera is on when you enter a meeting. I'm going to turn it off for the purpose of this video. But what you'll notice here, this tells you whether or not there's anyone else in the meeting. It tells you if you want to go ahead and present something right away before you log in. But for this, I'm just going to join now. Then once I join in, you hear that little ding that lets you know that you're in the meeting. Again, my video is off just because of this video that I'm making. I would have had already muted myself prior to entering so that I don't make any extra noise as I enter the meeting. This icon allows you to leave the call. Again, this turns your camera on and off. Captions is available on this. So this is something that you can use if maybe you want the children to see the words that you're speaking, but there's definitely different options for that. Present now. This allows you actually to present your screen. You can present your entire screen by clicking this. You can present just a window by clicking this or a Chrome tab. Please remember that the Chrome browser is the best browser to use with Google Meet since they're both Google products. So if I click this one with a Chrome tab, I would then have the option to click on the tab that I would want to open for my audience to be able to see. For additional settings, I click the three dots there on the right. You'll see that's where we can record the meeting. But again, these are only recorded if all the children's videos are off. This changes the layout of my screen. This allows me to have a sidebar where the presentation is to the left and then the icons of the audience participants here. Please remember though, when you're presenting, you will not see this. Spotlight means that you're only going to see the camera of the person that's speaking. Tiled means you're going to see all audience members. And I'll do another video to show you how to do that add-on for the grid so that you can see all of your children on the screen at one time. Other settings that you'll see with these three dots, you'll again see that you can put it into a full screen. You'll see that there's another place for turning on the options. You'll see this is for settings. So this is if you're having some issues with your audio or video. This allows you to look to see that your microphone does indeed work and that you've selected the correct microphone. You can test your microphone at any time or prior. Of course, is always going to be better to test your microphone prior to entering a meeting or prior to starting a meeting. And then the video, same thing. We know my video is off now, but this allows me to select my video. So those of you Snap Camera folks, this is where you would select that Snap Camera video. These I just use as default, and I've never even played around with those, so I don't change those. And then lastly, on your settings, you can use phone for audio. So if you're finding that maybe your device doesn't have good audio, you can mute yourself and call in on a phone. If you wanted to report a problem to Google Meet, report abuse, or get some help. So that's how you log in to a Google Meet from an email invite. In order to log in to a Google Meet from your actual Google Calendar, you would go to the actual event, and then you'll see here it just says join Google Meeting. That's all you have to do is click that, and it'll take you to that same login screen and allow you to log in. You'll see it looks exactly the same, where you're going to see again the microphone and the camera, and then it will have that same little join meeting. See, it's telling me that the camera is starting, that it's getting ready, and it's saying now here that it's looking for others on the call. And see, now you'll see that I am on the call because if you remember, I already logged in with my email invite. Hope that helps. Take care.